Hi, my name is Dante Moore, and today we'll be talking about the pancreas and the liver and their roles in the regulation of digestion. Here we can see the pancreas, which is an organ mostly made up of smooth muscle that is found next to the small intestine and the liver in the abdomen. This proximity to the small intestine especially allows it to easily affect the digestive system, as well as the blood through its pancreatic duct and its secretions. The pancreas contains both an endocrine and an exocrine secretory epithelium. The endocrine secretions come from islet cells, found up here. These islet cells produce both insulin and glucagon. Insulin and glucagon are both very important factors, hormones really, in the regulation of blood sugar. Additionally, the pancreas has an exocrine secretory epithelium that secretes sodium bicarbonate, found down here through the duct cells, as well as digestive enzymes, which are produced here through acinar cells. All these, the sodium bicarbonate as well as the digestive enzymes are able to travel through the lumen to the digestive tract. Here we see a nice representation of bicarbonate and how it is formed and then makes its way over to the intestine. First, it must be secreted. It can't be just secreted as bicarbonate. It first must be made into bicarbonate. This is done through converting H2O and CO2 into bicarbonate through the use of carbonic anhydrase. So these duct cells have to have a lot of carbonic anhydrase in order to produce the bicarbonate, so that it can fulfill its role. The bicarbonate is then able to be transported into the lumen of the pancreas via active transport with the chloride ions as an antiport, along with chloride ions as antiport cotransporter. We can see all the other ions that flow through here over the interstitial fluid, which allows a gradient to form so that H2O and sodium ions are also able to move from the interstitial fluid through leaky junctions to the lumen of the pancreas. Here we can see a list of the enzymes a small list of enzymes that are produced through the pancreas and make its way to the digestive tract. First, the enzymes aren't just able to be transported in their active form. They must first be transported as zymogens, which are inactivated forms of enzymes, which will then be activated through the use of a separate enzyme to become their fully functional forms. Trypsinogen is also secreted from the pancreas, and then through the use of enteropeptidase, it becomes trypsin, which allows it to activate the zymogens into their activated enzymes, chymotrypsin, carboxypeptidase, callipase, and phospholipase. These enzymes after being activated, are able to enter the interstitial fluid, the intestine in the same fluid as bicarbonate and allow them to help with digestion. Next, we will talk about the liver. This is a diagram of the hepatic portal system showing the liver's connection to the circulatory system, as well as the capillaries of the digestive tract and the organs that they support. We can see specifically that the hepatic portal vein allows nutrients to flow into the liver, as well as the hepatic artery to help supply it with blood. The liver secretes bile, as we all know, as its main secretion, and the bile is a main player in digestion, especially of fats. But we need to look closer in order to see exactly how the liver is able to send its product, such as bile, to the digestive tract. So here we can see a closer view in which we see the liver, the pancreas, the stomach, the top of the small intestine, as well as the gallbladder, the common hepatic duct, and common bile duct, which allows the liver and gallbladder to send the products such as bile to the intestine. We're also able to see the sphincter of Oddi, which is a small hole that controls the small flap that controls the release of bile and pancreatic secretions into the duodenum of the stomach. Bile is made of bile salts, bile pigments, and cholesterol. Bile pigments are waste products of hemoglobin degradation. Bile salts are able to facilitate enzymatic fat digestion, and cholesterol is just excreted in feces. Other toxins found in the bloodstream are secreted with the bile as well, so that they can be removed from the body. The bile travels from the liver cells through the hepatic ducts and out to the gallbladder. In the gallbladder, bile is able to be stored and concentrated until it is ready to be sent through the common hepatic duct down into the duodenum through the sphincter of Oddi. Here we see a closer look of liver cells, also known as hepatocytes, and how complex the layout of the liver actually is. Hepatocytes maximize their surface area so that they can exchange as much blood as possible as quickly as possible. All the hepatocytes of a lobule, or this big thing, but it's called a lobule, feed into the central vein that drains into the hepatic vein. This allows the blood that's filtered to make it back into the circulatory system. Bile, however, does not go through this central vein, and instead travels through bile canaliculi to make its way into bioductules. This bioductule goes from the liver and allows the bile to travel easily and be separated and separately from the rest of the blood to the gallbladder. So we know how things get from the pancreas and the liver to the digestive tract. We can look at what they actually do in the digestive tract. The pancreas secretes bicarbonate eventually, and the bicarbonate allows the stomach and the digestive tract to maintain the pH within them. The pancreas also secretes chymotrypsin and trypsin, which help aid in protein digestion. The carboxypeptidase, which aids in peptide digestion by cutting off individual amino acids at the end of peptide chains. Lipase, which is heavily involved in fat digestion, and phospholipase, which are involved in phospholipid digestion throughout the small intestine. The liver, as we talked about, secretes bile, which is a big player in fat digestion by marking fat nodules and forming micelles from them, which allow them to be broken down and transported for excretion.